After 5 decades on the sidelines of St. Anthony's in Jersey City, New Jersey, Hurley's program is still at the top of its game. But the coach is racing against the clock to save his school.
At the end of this thing, the effort will have been made to sustain it because the kids in the building are well worth it.
Hurley's focus undoubtedly turns full-time to raising at least another $500,000 to keep St. Anthony's operating next year.
He's almost 70, but doesn't train that way, doesn't consider himself an old coach, so much as a fighter. And like all fighters, he knows his greatest opponent, the unknown.
It serves as a way of sorting things out, prioritizing. My recollection of learning after graduating college was to go to the park and run.
Hurley's program is still at the top of its game. The coach is racing.
Use that 30 minutes to like clear my head, plan ahead, try to solve things.
Racing against the clock to save his school.
No break, maybe 20 minutes. I grew up as a little kid watching black and white Rocky Marciano. Those guys, to me, epitomize just competing to the nth degree. You find out in boxing what your true character is. Because the bully in everybody who dominates the action, you find out about the bully when the bully gets hit. It's not who you are when you're on top of things, but it's who you are when you have to respond to a situation where you're hurt, or you're losing your legs. You have to come up with strategy while you're also physically deteriorating.
It's mid-season. The Friars have lost 4 of 8 and begun to tire. Hurley's most concerned with his oldest starter.
We need someone who emerges that could give us a chance to take RJ out of the game. Our last 3 games of a possible 96 minutes, he played 93 out of 96, and that's just gonna wear him out. Alexander Rice is in the same boat. We have to get his minutes down, and we're going to wear this kid out who's only a sophomore.
Junior Ethiel Horton was a star at Union High School, but left for the chance to fight his way into Hurley's rotation.
His confidence was jolted by the amount of teams who were playing that were top-level high school teams. If he has a period in a close game where he just goes off, and we've seen him do it, then that can be something in a big game that could just get us by somebody that we might struggle with. And when we get Alexander and Ithiel both playing, at the same time with some pressure off RJ, then it goes back to if one of those two are playing well around the basket, then we're formidable.
If fatigue was one problem, the front court was another. But slowly, Nigel Marshall, the team's affably muscle-bound forward, had begun to emerge. Against Long Island Lutheran, he put his ferocious self on full display. And then, a week later, he went down with a high ankle sprain.
The last quarter became interesting because we lost our most physical guy, Nigel Marshall. You're not going to get back the guy that left you because they're developing players and they lose that time of development.
With the playoffs fast approaching, coach is less concerned with his missing power forward than what's missing from his other players: the requisite sense of fight. Losing isn't a sin. Not competing is.
Don't know what to say other than you're making Nigel's absence look like we're just a JV level team right now.
Though Nigel's been medically cleared, the team now braces for the worst news of the season. Starting forward Lance Bethea has been declared ineligible. The first player Hurley's ever lost for academic reasons. After all these years, the mysteries of adolescence still baffle him.
You go through 45 years of guys, and when you have this happen, it's disbelief.
After testing his ankle before the regular season finale, Nigel comes to a painful decision.
Nigel. No good?
Said he doesn't feel.
Okay, all right, then let's just change.
Beating lesser talent isn't much of an accomplishment. So Bishop Eustace, while an easy win, isn't a particularly comforting one, especially in its aftermath.
Believe me when I say this, you're not holding us hostage by deciding whether you're going to play or not. What you're determining is you're telling us about your character. We were told that you were ready to play basketball. If you've turned this into a dramatic thing, that says a lot about you, okay? Because the rest of us right now are in this, and it's either everybody's in or we're not.
With the regular season now behind them, the team's worried about more than Nigel's ankle. Suddenly, the loss of Lance seems more haunting, a harbinger perhaps, a warning for the school itself. What's always been won't always be. Even for fighters, there are no guarantees.
Okay, Big Apple, dude. Normally, what would you be doing right now? 8:10. Would you be in the classroom now?
Yeah, when we start today, we go up to reading.
You're reading first. So you missed gym class today, though.
Can't have nothing happen to you.
Thanks so much.
Nobody come looking for me.
Are we supposed to wait here?
Yeah, I think somebody will come to the desk and then they'll tell us where to go next.
Gabe, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Yeah, what did Uncle Craig say to you about a half hour ago about what to do with the ball?
Never pass the ball.
That's right. And why did I tell you not to pass the ball?
So I could get better points.
More points for you is better for the team, right?
Yes.
Now, when you leave here, your grandfather's going to tell you disregard everything I said. And he's
Yes,
right.
do that. Don't listen to him.
Not to me. Make your teammates better next time you're out there, right? By encouraging them to get better on their own time and not to waste your time when you're on the court, right? All right. And how much money, if you don't mind me asking, is the deficit?
We need to raise about $550,000. And I think that number is a number we can reach.
This shouldn't happen every year. And I would think at some point, you don't truck out Bob Hurley to help. I know you're happy to do it, but that's got to be frustrating that no one's written the check.
Most people have something that is their thing, their charity.
It's fair.
And I think it's hard to get people to come in. You know, look how close we are to the city. You know, our high school is right at the Holland Tunnel. But there's a disconnect with us in New York. And Catholic schools here have closed, you know. The business plan doesn't work, but you hope that somebody that believes in, private school education and that what the product is.
We'll both put ourselves out there and say we will certainly help.
What are you speaking for me for? I mean,
because I am, because you're a good guy, and I know, and I do charity for you, so this would be a good one to, we need to help this guy out. And there's got to be some rich people out there, some rich hedge funder that's like 10 blocks from here down in Tribeca.
Listen, it's always good seeing you.
Thanks so much for having me.
You got the state playoffs going on.
When do the playoffs start already?
We have a home. We'll have a home game to start the playoffs, which will be, I think, Friday the 5th.
Okay.
And it would be a tough route to win a state championship, but it should be.
Just listen to listen to Pop.
You're going for the undefeated season tomorrow.
Oh, great. Undefeated season,
Yeah.
even, man.
Yeah, he averages more than the other teams.
Sure, good seeing you.
Thanks so much. Thank you, Craig.
All right.
Maybe we still get you to school after this.
You want to get to a part of the school day? No. This is a special occasion for Gabe. Okay?
With the playoffs days away, the Friars get 2 visitors. Kevin Malice made the NFL as an undrafted free agent. Devin McCourty played guard at rival St. Joseph's.
You guys have a lot to be proud of. You guys have a lot to live up to every day. And I know it's not easy keeping up with that tradition, but stay one day at a time, stay on the track, believe in your coach, and trust your teammates.
You know, just hearing y'all's story this year as a team, it's funny to me how similar it is to our story this year as a team, that when I got there had already won 3 Super Bowls, and you think that's cool, but no, where we're at in New England, everyone expects you to win the Super Bowl every year. For us, different than a lot of NFL teams, Mal knows, as usually you get to the end of the season, it's calm, it's chill. I mean, we were in week 15, full pads, Super Bowl week, full pad. I mean, people were writing articles about it like, Patriots down in Houston still go full pads first day of practice, and people were shocked. But to us, we found that was our blueprint. Our blueprint was we had to go and get after it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, rest up Saturday, and then go play. The last thing I'll leave you with is take advantage of this moment. When you're in high school, you think you'll play forever. You think people always care about you playing. Like, I can go to LA Fitness and play, but there's no fan. Nobody cares about that pickup game. Hopefully, a lot of you guys will get to play college basketball, but you know, if you don't get to play after that, or even if you play after that, you know, once that ends, it goes fast, man. Really value and take advantage of the opportunities.
Now the preparation moves from mental to the physical. He won't be honing anyone's game, but using the game to hone their fighting spirit.
There's 3 brothers who went to St. Peter's Prep, all play football. When they come in the door, it stops. There's 3 monsters come in, you know, 300, 275, all for them. All athletes. So we play them tomorrow here. The finality of single elimination isn't lost to anybody. Last night was the beginning of the States, and a bunch of teams will be handing uniforms in. And every day now, another group of teams' season's over. My calendar book has nothing written for this coming Saturday. I got nothing else on my calendar because it's all based on Friday night.